What's up, everybody? I'm Indecisive Brian, and thank you so much for joining me today. We're back with another episode of Disco Elysium, and I've got notes. We're getting serious. I've got notes. So without further ado, let's play some games. Okay, so we're back here. In regards...
Yes?
So real quick, in regards to the notes here, priority number one is we got to get the body out of the tree. So we're going to go back and talk to the kids, and we're going to see how that goes. That's going to be first. Next thing is the dumpster. I got the keys and then didn't even bother going to it last time. So let us get that done. Men from Yamdal and the Wildfire. I wonder if that's a series. Okay. It's going to be out back here. The art style here is just amazing, by the way. Just say it, the art style is absolutely fantastic. Okay, how about we do the dumpster first? It's right here. Let's go ahead and take a peek. Letter R, where's the crown? The ribbon below, a light above, descending. A light above descending. This is the logo of the municipality of Ravencall. If I can pronounce words here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open it.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Inland Empire is really getting in my way here. I shouldn't do anything. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow.
Open it.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Let's look
You
through it.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
I'm used to dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Oh, okay.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Okay. Look under the boxes of carton. I just did that. Let's pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Yeah.
As the
Grab
legs
'em.
of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh no.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Bag 'em.
Guitar mark,
Okay.
blue jeans. Pockets, empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Why would I say no, though? I'm reaching for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military type
Gross.
overgarment. No label or serial
Can't do it,
number.
gross.
This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here. Or you think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
Okay.
It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, but other people also have the key.
The lieutenant nods,
Okay.
then looks back into the trash container.
The mug. I'm getting that mug.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
Just
nothing.
looking.
It's nothing.
Nothing
More to see here. What's this?
What? Elbows out. There's nothing more here.
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh no. I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the Whirling threw it in the trash? I don't know. I'm boring. I don't know. I'm boring.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those. Yeah, you should do a thorough inventory of that.
It would also not hurt to start taking
Okay,
notes
I'll
on
do
the
it.
case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh, okay. An
Only
antique.
in its social sensibility.
Fair. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the
You've
trash.
acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open the lid again. Interact tab, okay. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Okay.
There's a piece
Anything
of
else?
toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
What? Do not look into its blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper?
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs.
Okay.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I mean, my room is completely destroyed and I'm blacked out drunk and can't even remember my name or who I am. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Okay.
Yes,
There's a mention of a
it
naming
appears
convention?
you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws
Conceptualization.
inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too?
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Oh.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
The cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity, Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Okay. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murder. Sounds like a bad movie.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Oh, okay.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
I mean, it's got to be a rough job. I
Rail
don't think I
spiked
could
through
do
the
it.
head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Okay. Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Okay.
Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
Okay.
The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But
You got a pen,
the
Kim?
lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
This beauty. Commit to
The
paper.
tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Okay. Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The furries are at home in the mirror. The Furies, sorry. The setting sun? Actually, I don't have one. The Hangman. The Hangman.
Great. That's
Simple.
great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Oh, and this new skill point. Did I level up? I must have. Oh, by the way, my hideous, scary picture down at the bottom left, I'm pretty sure that's because I haven't seen myself yet. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like when I had the option to look in the mirror and I didn't.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Logic. Can I read the case files now?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Wait, HDB 41, weren't those officer precincts?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
Okay. And HDV.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
HDB.
It's safe to say HDB
Oh.
are your initials.
Horace Debbie Berenger? Haram Daraj Benzankin? Wow, I don't know what to say to that. Those are my initials. I'm not feeling them. Horace? Wow, I don't know
I
what to
got
say to that.
nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. But it's the one you got. So sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho.
How long does it take to read the case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with one, the Next World mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
Okay.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Okay.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess keep it.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove that thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. The middle class are not to blame, it's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I can revisit
Not much
this.
has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay, we're gonna put the ledger away for right now. We will definitely have to go back to that. I didn't really want to keep the pen, but
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does.
Let's try and get this kid to pull him down.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
No. Nope. Not what I said. Not what I said. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We don't need to talk to the kids. Screw those kids, man. They're gonna catch a cold out here. You know what? I hope they do. Okay, I actually leveled up, so I gotta put a point in something? I think that's what that means. Okay, so when it comes to this, it's difficult. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna pick something in intellect. I actually think we may. And this is hard. Okay, so we're just gonna go with Red Eric. We're gonna go with Red Eric for right now. It'll be fine. So the kids aren't gonna take her down, or take that guy down.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fog. I don't know what that word is. Fougueux. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Me either.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes?
Gart, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh no, I
Yes.
already said that to him. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke.
Absolutely
Here.
out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this
Banger.
place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Okay. So I am tired of seeing my grotesque figure, and I want to see if I was correct about this. Grotesque figure in the bottom left. Let's see. Wait, what did I just... Oh, it's a door.
A mirror hangs on the wall,
I thought that was the
covered
mirror.
in steam. You cannot see yourself, just the outlines of a man. You have, as you
Swipe the
slowly
mirror.
reach your hand towards the abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold,
Oh, I'm okay. Look at me. Behold.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm smiling. I have no idea why it's there. It just
Please
is.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, try to stop.
Oh my god.
You can't
You
stop.
can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off.
Oh,
What does it
Okay.
even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad, has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. Yeah, there you go.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. This is a white check. You may retry it.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, that's fine with me. Hey, look, I'm not a creepy disfigured thing. Okay, and we couldn't go anywhere in here. We're done with my room. There's nothing in my room. Watch there be something in there. Okay, we've questioned him. I don't really think we've questioned... Oh, here we go. I don't think we've really
Hello,
talked to
sweetie.
her. The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Wink, maybe I have. I had once, winked twice, but then I lost her. Wink twice? Mating, I had once, winked twice, but then I lost her. I don't really want to talk about that right now.
I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her on the spot? Whoa, no way, I know. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? You seem to be in a chair. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I literally I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
See, I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Revachol. Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
I don't know diddly squat about Revachol.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
It's
Yes?
the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. Come on. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a... okay, yeah. Like a really cool visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop. We were living under the cop regime. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Maybe that's why those kids are so awful.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
It is very
Aside,
odd.
the lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay. So what is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How do you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Okay.
Gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
She turns her back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? That is awesome. We've got to get
Of
going
course,
now.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Sweeties needs money. That's funny. Okay, let's see. We don't need to be in here anymore, I don't believe. This opens up at 1, doesn't it? It was 1 o'clock. I need to actually write that down. 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock I get to explore the cafeteria. Kitchen. Okay. Awesome. So, real quick, we're gonna end it here, but real quick, let's go talk to this lady outside. Because I don't think I really gotta talk to her too much.
It's raining again.
Anyone looks up at her overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. What are you doing here?
I am working. I have a
on what?
greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
She realizes she's about to criticize your work, or lack thereof.
There's a corpse there keeping you from doing your work.
Yes, it smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mhm. Thank you.
She smiles
My head is
politely.
about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. Where to?
West. It's up north. Do I have a compass?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Okay, what about
The
east?
harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Alright, and south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Alright, and the west.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Okay.
What do you mean?
And where am I finally? I'm disoriented. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you were playing.
No
Thanks, that's all
problem.
for now. Look, man. I told you I
Yes?
don't remember anything. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs? So what should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even the organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Fine. let it be.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Alright. Okay, so I think it's a cool car. Okay, we have some more people to question. We haven't been over there. There's a lot of exploring we could do. But there's this bookstore, and I think it's time we see what's behind the curtain, don't you? 100% time we see what's behind the curtain. All right, everybody, that's where I'm going to end it off today. So next episode, we're definitely going to peek behind the curtains because we're basically biding our time at this point until 1 o'clock when we can go and question some people in the cafeteria since we found some clothes in the dumpster there. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll be sure to catch all of you in the next one.